be Lauren to discuss the virtual activity policy changes.
Okay, so just as an update, we have, since COVID came out, had a policy in place that refers to some of the Coast Guard language that allows for virtual activities to conduct audits and surveys. And with the continually changing COVID landscape, we have just rolled that policy forward and forward and forward. So it's been in place for almost 2 years now. What we've come to realize is, after seeing virtual activities done over 2 years, more audits than surveys, but at the outset there were some annual surveys performed virtually. It's our understanding that this is maybe a good change and something that we can get behind going forward without the COVID mix. So we have taken the steps to write a policy that allows for virtual activities. This would be your external vessel audit, could be an annual survey, whether it's done through an internal survey program or an external survey program. We specifically will not allow virtual dry dock or internal structural examinations. We feel those really do need to be conducted in person. So it'll be effective April 1st. What we want to reiterate is this isn't TVIB saying nobody ever has to attend a vessel or go to a management office again. Our expectation is if you are conducting a virtual vessel audit, your next external vessel audit needs to be in person. Likewise, if you have an annual survey that for some reason you've decided needs to be done virtually, next year's needs to be in person. So no back-to-back activities of the same type. One thing we want to make sure that we've given you, the operators, time to do is, if this is something as an operator you want to see implemented, your TSMIS needs to reflect that. So we're not asking you to write volumes into your TSMIS, but it needs to be contemplated in such a way that there are some considerations for how you would make the decision to do a virtual activity, how it will be managed, the type of protocol that you'll follow in terms of designating specific people that might hold a camera, or whether you're doing Teams and cell phones, and basically have you put the time and effort into making sure that this is a program that will provide results that are comparable to a person attending in person. So some of the changes that you'll see from us is right now there's a form, a PDF that has to get filled out every time somebody wants to complete a virtual activity. That's going to change, and it will just be an element of the booking notification for our auditors. And then we'll have a comparable online form to fill out. You'll tell us which vessel or which location, if it's a management audit, the reason that you're asking for it to be done virtually, and then TVIB staff will review that and respond with our approval. Like I said, so far in 2 years, we've had really good success with this. So we just wanted to make it a formal policy change. We also might ask you to send us the link if you're doing it through Teams or Zoom or however, so that we can participate virtually without having to incur the travel cost and do some oversight in that way. So like I said, the COVID policy in existence will sunset with this new policy, and there is a window of time given to write your TSMIS accordingly. And this would be something that if you're doing it at your next management audit or next vessel audit, that auditor should expect to see the language in your TSMIS.